What's going on, Bird Gang? Philly Carnage here, bringing you episode 3 of the Chicago Bears Rebuild. So, I want to take this time right now. I want to apologize for the last video. I had to cut like the first 5 minutes towards the end. My guy, DMAC26, big NHL player, does a lot of the Be a Pro series here on YouTube. His link will be down below in the description, so go check him out. But I had one of his videos up. I thought I had it muted, and I didn't. So I was talking, he was talking. It was a big mess. But before we go ahead and get into this episode, make sure to hit that sub button. We're on the road to 300 subscribers by the end of August. I'm sitting just over 250, which, with that being said, I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to the channel so far. We're smashing these goals. We got to keep this coming. And again, I truly just want to thank you. So, after we get that sub done, make sure to smash that like button. We're trying to hit 15 likes here on the video. Let's make it happen. So, before we get into free agency, we'll take a look here at the team. We're an 86 overall, 87 offense, 85 defense. Just kind of, like I said, taking a look, we got Justin Fields here, superstar, 85 overall. David Montgomery, superstar, 87. Tariq Cohen there, 79 star. Allen Robinson is still a superstar here on the team. And old Money Mooney is up there, 85 overall star development. Cole Kmet there, sitting at 81. We got Jenkins, who we moved over to right tackle. One thing that we weren't able to go over in the last video is we signed the former rugby player, Jordan Mailata, who is currently on the Philadelphia Eagles. He is slated to most likely be the starting left tackle this season. So, he's coming in there with a star dev trait. He's a big man, 6'8", 346. He's 25 years old, so hopefully we can continue to develop him into a beast. And on the defensive side, just looking at it, definitely need to work here on this offensive line. Still, not offensive line, defensive line. As, we did get Bilal Nichols up there to a superstar last episode, who's sitting at an 81 overall. Old Derek Stingley are the big trade that we did last season, just to move up from in the 20s up to that number 2 pick with Minnesota. We got him. He is now a superstar X Factor. He's got bottleneck. He's got acrobat. And, just to have a little bit of fun, we're going to go ahead and put on one step. That way, defenders with this ability generally react much faster to the receiver cut moves when in man coverage. We like to run a lot of man, so it'll work. Desmond Trufant here, we're going to keep him in the slot. Use that superstar ability to help us out there. Eddie Jackson is a star dev trait. Khalil Mack there, sitting at a 96. Roquan Smith there as a 88 star. So, just kind of looking at it, definitely want to go ahead and look to, improve at strong safety and improve here defensive tackle and left end. And if we can find something, let's go out there. Mac Wilson, you need to be bumped up there to middle linebacker 2. Don't know why Danny Trevathan was there anyway. But, with that kind of gives us a little, flexibility whenever it comes to that linebacker position. So taking a look here at free agency, we have 3.46. We do have one bid out there. It's a great class. Would be nice to pair Jair Alexander with Derek Stingley, but, we won't be able to afford it. Scary Terry's there. Would be nice to get him involved. Calvin Ridley. We're good here on quarterback, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Bringing in A.J. Brown to add to, just that offense would be fantastic. Even bringing in a 24-year-old Chris Barnes, would be very nice. But the position that we're going to look at, we got Ronnie Harrison out here. He's 6'3", 25 years old. Only just over 200. He's 82 overall star, which would be a huge, huge upgrade over our current strong safety. So that's going to be the only bid that we do this free agency. That way we can go ahead and try to save as much cap room here in the near future, because we know we got some big contracts coming. So we were able to go ahead and get Ronnie Harrison Jr. to sign his new contract with the team. So that's going to be a huge upgrade. Brings us up 87s across the board. And just kind of taking a look there at the grand scheme of things whenever it comes to the defense now. Now that we got Ronnie Harrison there, things are starting to look a hell of a lot better. So starting off the draft here, we got pick number 11. We didn't have too hot of a year. We finished at 7-9. Not the greatest, but we weren't bottom dwellers in the division. So just kind of taking a look at what we have scouted. We're looking a lot on that defensive end. Let's see. We'll go scouted. A lot of defensive end. Kylie Ringo, if he's still there, that could be a nice pairing with Derek Stingley. Tony Grimes, we just had him last rebuild, and he's the fastest corner ever. I want to say he comes out to like 90-some speed. Which, looking at that combine, he wasn't even the fastest. So, I'm pretty curious to see, exactly who was the fastest. But, with that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to sim up to the next user pick. We're here at number 11. Pittsburgh takes Tony Grimes. And, just kind of looking at the scouted. Dante Manning, could be an option there. Not the fastest, but other than that, his combine looks pretty good. Noah Sewell, Asim Young, Jalen Jones, Zacchaeus Walker. If he would still be there in the second round, I would not be opposed to taking him. It's been a few rebuilds since last time that we had him on the team, and just kind of looking at it, a lot of these guys are going to be further down in the draft. So just the biggest thing is now, what do we want to do? Do we want to go ahead and take this top tier, middle linebacker, have him paired up with Roquan Smith, and allow Mac Wilson to continue to develop underneath of these two? Or do we want to go with a Dante Manning? It's going to be very interesting, but, just kind of looking at it, I think what we need to do is, take the time and take Justin Flowe, pass coverage, middle linebacker out of Oregon. And there we go. He's number 20 in true talent, and we got him here at pick 11, 75 overall, hidden dev, 86 speed, 79 tackle, 80 hit power, 86 pursuit, 90 acceleration. Got to work on some of that awareness. The block shed, zone coverage looks pretty nice, especially as a rookie. So hopefully we can go ahead and we can get him, in that starting lineup sooner than later. We just got another steal here. We got Justin Rogers, run stopper out of Kentucky, 6'2", 325, hidden dev, defensive tackle, 93 strength. Would be nice to see if, we can get that build up there. Hopefully eventually by the end of the rebuild, maybe get him up there at 99. But he's got 76 power moves, block shedding, still on the low side of 70s, but, it'll be a work in progress. So taking a look here at the draft recap, we know we got Justin Flowe and Justin Rogers, the dual Justin attack. And, in the fourth, because, we traded away our second round pick to Minnesota to go ahead and get Stingley, we went Marcus Stripling, left end, 69 overall. Justin Maskell, 66 overall left end. Brenton Cox, 67 overall right end. And then we let the computer pick this last one. And then they went with Joshua Youngblood, wide receiver out of Kansas State, 93 speed, 90 acceleration. So we need a backup quarterback. So I'm kind of looking at it, Brady, he's down to a 77 overall. He's 45 years old. He does have the X factor, but I can't justify dropping $12.5 million just to have him here as the backup. So, I was looking down through here, and, we're going to do it for the fans out there. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the man, the myth, the legend, Trace McSorley. And as you see, we just got him. 1 year, $1.25 million. We got him signed. So as we go ahead and we get in here to week 1, we're in 86 overall, 87 offense, 85 defense. And, with that, we do have some coach XP to spend. Help go ahead and build this team more and more. We're going to, send 1,800 there on the linebackers. And then for right now, we don't have enough to drop on anybody else. So, we'll leave it at that. We'll finish up here, 2,200 experience points, and we'll make it work. So we got the Washington football team, but before we go ahead and we get into that, let's take a look here at the team schedule and see where we want to come in. As we're just kind of scrolling down through here. A lot of these guys we've already went up against, and the Bills. Let's come in that week 14 game against the Bills. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Actually, Josh Allen's not even there anymore. Pretty sure he's with a new team. But, we're going to go ahead. We're going to sim up this game against Washington football team. Chase Young and that very young, talented defense. We get a 23-20 loss. We lost Goggles. I didn't even know we had Goggles on the team. That's unacceptable. If I would have known Goggles was on the practice squad, we would have got rid of Eddie. We would have, just cut Eddie. But either way, Goggles is gone. We got to move on from that. We got the 1-0 Detroit Lions here. We got to get back on top and get into that win column to, start it off 1-1. We get a 24-21 victory. Just kind of taking a look here at the upgrades. Mac Wilson can go up. Charleston Rambo. So as we're sitting 1-1, we got Dallas. Dallas here week 3. Let's go ahead. Let's try to whoop up on them. Hopefully we can come out, get this victory. Because, it's always nice to beat up on Dallas. And we get a 28-17 victory. We got a frustrated Allen Robinson here already, to start off the season. And we can't make any promises. Not really sure what Miami's working with. I want to say Xavier Howard and Byron Jones are still there. But I'm not 100% sure. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get this game simmed up and get ready for week 5 against the Green Bay Packers. So we got the loss against Miami, 10-7. Let's take a look. We at least called Allen Robinson's number this game, just unable to go ahead and get it done. So we get plus 1,000 XP and plus 10 morale. So here, week 5, we're taking on the 2-2 Green Bay Packers. Hopefully we can somehow come away with a victory here, and we do 35-21. Go ahead, take a look here at the upgrades. Is Derek Stingley. We've been working on that man-to-man. Keep building that up. He's already the scheme fit. Gets plus 1 awareness, plus 2 man coverage, plus 1 play rec, and 2 tackle. So, he's really paying dividends. Ronnie Harrison goes up to that 83 as we improve the run stopper. Gets a bunch of awareness, block shedding, man coverage, all that good stuff. And just kind of looking at it, Roquan Smith up there to an 89 overall, so close to that 90. And, once we get that, we'll be in some business. Jordan Mailata goes up to a 79 overall, so close to that 80 overall there, which, will make him a very, very solid left tackle for us. As we're here in week 6, and we're going to be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. So we got the 24-12 victory over Philly, and we're looking to take on the 3-2 New York Jets as we're sitting at 4-2. Already, they're looking good, much better than last season. We suffer a 38-22 loss. We have a frustrated David Montgomery. Notice totally cutting him out. We're going to go ahead. We're going to try to get him involved here this week game against Green Bay. And, we're going to come into this game because, boom, we got a breakout scenario for Justin Fields. Needs 350 total yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, and the win to go ahead and get Superstar X Factor. So here we are. We're in Chicago. We're taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Let's go out. Let's try to get this victory. And really the biggest thing is, let's go out there and let's get the victory. And let's go ahead and get Justin Fields a new shiny red X Factor. So here on defense, well, it's nice to see that, Justin Flowe, he is a superstar dev. As we're going to try to get it to the outside. There we go. Excuse me, but we got the tackle for a loss. 2nd and 1 coming up. Hopefully we can go ahead and we can figure something out here so, we can stop them. We're going to get on Blind Nichols here, try to get a good pass rush. We get shoved on our ass, and there we go. Jalen Johnson's there for the tackle, bringing up a 3rd and 4. Bringing up cover 6 invert. Let's go ahead. Let's hop on Khalil Mack. Let's try to go ahead and get around this edge. We get a decent club move. There's a good one. And they just dump it short, and they're able to go ahead and pick up that first down. So here, Green Bay's right outside of the red zone. We're going to go ahead. We're going to try to get back there. We almost had a good... What? Well... Gave up an easy touchdown.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Seriously? Seriously? That happened? Where are you throwing, Justin? Where are you throwing? Well, I mean, this game pretty much just went, it doesn't matter anymore. Other than going out here and getting the victory because, we were unable to go ahead and get that dev trait now for Justin Fields, at least in this game. So, we're going to finish out this drive. We'll go ahead and we will sim it out the rest of the way. That way we can come in and play against the Buffalo Bills. As there's a flag on the play, most likely holding, bringing them back. And, yeah. Horrible. Horrible. Still can't believe that has happened. Not happy with it. We're going to go ahead. We're going to accept that. Bring up a Tampa 2 here. Try to do something with it to maybe get them off the field. That'd be nice. At least let's go ahead. Let's try to exchange. There we go, Khalil. Khalil gets back there for the TFL. But let's go ahead and let's exchange turnovers. If we can. Or at least let's hold them to 3. Something. We're going to get... oh, no. Alright, we're just getting bull rush. Bull rush. So they dump it down. Aaron Jones there. He steps out of bounds. And we're just going to send this game out. So as we're just looking, we're finally driving down. We got a touchdown. We got the ball back, but we turned it over. As Green Bay's traveling down the field, 17-7 here, 17-14 at halftime. Green Bay gets the early touchdown, 24-14, 31-14 Green Bay. And can we do anything? 31-21, we got the ball back. We're driving down by 3, 31-28. Green Bay gets an easy score, 34-28. We suffer the loss. So as we know, we just suffered a double loss. One there to Green Bay, the game itself, and not getting that, dev trait for Justin Fields. So just kind of looking at David Montgomery, 89 superstar. Let's go ahead. Let's re-sign him. We got him. Roquan Smith again. He's 25. Let's try to get him. We got him as well. Eddie Goldman, he's an 83. He's 28 years old. He wants a 2-year deal, $20 million, 10 a year. That's something that's doable. And he wants a little more salary. Could possibly look at. Definitely go ahead and keep this superstar with Desmond Trufant, 5 years. He wants a little more money as well. So you're just kind of looking at, we're going to go ahead and we're going to re-sign German Afidi, at least get him up there till 31. Not too much of a cap hit. So we can go ahead and continue to rock with him. Tyler Shelvin, that's one thing that I'm not too sure of because we just got the other guy. But other than these guys, we'll see what we have to do later on in, the season. See if we can go ahead and get them, locked up. But majority of those guys are all depth players, so it's not too big of a deal. So we're sitting here at 4-4, week 10, as we got the 2-6 Minnesota Vikings. And we're gonna try to go ahead and get this victory, as you know, we'll see what we can do here. We get a 24-21 victory, gets us up there to 5-4 on the year, and you know, we're tied with Green Bay. We split the series, so really it's going to come down to what happens throughout the remainder of the year. But we can go ahead and take a look here at some upgrades. Stingley up there to that 90 overall. You know, already with that bottleneck. You know, he's starting to look good. Gets +2 awareness, +1 man, play rec, press, tackle, and zone coverage. Money Mooney goes up here to a 87 overall. We're going to work with the slot. Hopefully we can get a speed. We do, yes. Let's go. We got a speed upgrade. He's up to a 95 speed, 92 acceleration. Justin Flowe, you know, we're going to keep working that field general. He's up to a 79 overall. Get him up there to that 85, which we should be able to go ahead and get, you know, by the end of this rebuild. I don't see why we wouldn't. So, you know, that'll be nice to at least get that second ability in on him. So we simmed up there. We lost 24-21 to the Los Angeles Rams. We're sitting 5-5, taking on the 7-5 New York Giants. 7-5? Huh? Were they 7-5? I could have been seeing things. But we get a 41-35 victory in a shootout. And we had a weekly award. Justin Fields goes for almost 400 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, and a pick. So, you know, unfortunately, that's not enough to go ahead and trigger another dev trait scenario. But it gives us the opportunity to kind of take a look here at some upgrades. David Montgomery, Justin Fields. Oh, there's a lot. There are a lot. Allen Robinson goes up here to a 94 overall. Going to go ahead and work on that deep threat. Even though he's not truly a deep threat, but you know, it's something to work with. David Montgomery is going to go ahead and hit that 90 overall club as we get +1 speed. Let's go. Let's see. He's up to an 89, so he's getting better and better. Ronnie Harrison. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bump Jordan Mailata up here to an 80 overall. Would be nice. You know, I'm going to say, if Jordan Mailata, because I have no idea, if he has less than 5 sacks on the year, let's go ahead, let's bump him up to a superstar. You know, let's see. Let's see if that's going to be a big difference maker, you know, for him, as we're going to go ahead. We're going to bump Justin Fields up to an 88. Work on that scrambler. I should have hit field general. Don't know why I didn't. But, you know, with that, we'll go ahead. We'll just sim up because I hate using the right and left bumper since it froze there. But we're sitting here 6-5, taking on the 3-8 Minnesota Vikings. Can we get a victory? Come on, can we get a victory? We do. 31-28, we got it. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why, but lately in the rebuilds, that screen ends up freezing. We got to use the bumpers as we're 7-5, taking on the 9-3 Buffalo Bills. And like I said, this is going to be the game that we come in and actually play. Taking a look here, we are currently sitting at the number 4 seed. Buffalo's the number 1 in the AFC, so we have the opportunity to go ahead and bump them off there. So here we are on defense. You know, we got the X Factor on the whole other side of the field as their X Factor, and they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball, but we're there. We're there. That should be a holding call on the play. You know, now we got to make the decision. Do we want to bump them back to 1st and 20, or do we want to keep it at 2nd and 11? And I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to decline that. You know, bring up 2nd and 11. Derek Stingley still opposite side of the field. So, you know, we got to go ahead. We got to look at that. We got to get him so it's set up to where they actually just go. Now, what? Roquan, what are you doing? Roquan Smith just lets Dawson Knox get away from him real easy. So, you know, with that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to change this up, play ball, and we're going to get by overall. You know, that way, you know, we're pretty much set. Now we got X Factor on X Factor there to the left side of the field. Khalil Mack has his X Factor triggered. Not sure exactly what he all had to do, but Derek Stingley able to go ahead and find a hole and just bounce off a couple Chicago Bears there and pick up a first down. So here we go. 3rd and 15. Let's try. Oh my. There we go. Stingley. Easy pick there. We got home. We smacked around Daniels, and Derek Stingley was there for the interception, his 3rd on the season. So down here at the 25-yard line, we're going to go ahead. We're going to send some slants cheese. Let's go ahead. Let's see. There we go. Allen Robinson's wide open. Easy touchdown. Able to pretty much walk that in there. Let's go. Got the touchdown. Justin Fields is looking good. We're happy. We got the lead. We got a pick. Let's go. Down here at the 13-yard line, we're trying to score. Allen Robinson just came up big on a decent gain. He made his own, moves as David Montgomery gets down there, gets a gain of 9 as we're just on the outside of the picking up this first down. And if we do, there's a good chance that we can just kind of power our way there the last couple yards in for the touchdown as David Montgomery enters the end zone untouched for the touchdown. So here we go. We got 1:40 left to go in the first half. We're going to try to get back in here and get a nice little score as we don't really have anything. Can we chuck it up? David Montgomery. Oh my, David Montgomery able to go ahead and find the sweet spot as Justin Fields just lays it in there for him as we're down here to the 27-yard line. We could have Allen Robinson there. He'll be outside the numbers. Could have that his ability, triggered, but we don't. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit Money Mooney here right across the middle down to the 11-yard line. Let's go. Let's see if we can do this. See if we can find Anthony Miller possibly. Anthony, anybody? All right, we're just going to take it. We're going to go walk it in with Justin Fields and get the easy score. Down here, 7-yard line. Let's try to go ahead and let's try to get this in. Can we get this in? Let's see. Allen Robinson. Easy peasy. Just let it develop. He'll beat him, and he'll get in easy. So here we are starting out the 4th quarter. The Bills are down at our 15-yard line. This Daniel Dudes has been dotting us up, finding absolutely everything as he finds another one for our first down to the 4-yard line. Defense, they're probably tired. They've been on this field a good bit of the 3rd quarter, and they're letting little completions go, which is just enough to go ahead and irritate you as they almost. If he was a little more aware, he would have had Stephon Diggs in the back of the end zone. As so far, we've held him to 109 passing yards. We're going to go some Will Fire Blitz. You'll see if we can go ahead and get in here. Instead, we're going to Roquan in some man. And, just see. They're going to dumb it down. Oh, thank God he overthrew it. He had Stephon Diggs once again. Luckily, his awareness just isn't there, which that's good for us. So far, these have been pretty easy to defend. As we're going to drop Khalil Mack back in coverage, kind of just take over the middle of the field, see if we can jump something. Anything? Run with him. Boom! He's down. Let's go. Something Edwards Jr. I can't remember his first name, but we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get on Khalil Mack, step up, and pretty much protect the sticks, if there even was any. Desmond Trufant. Easy. Let's go. Easy. That's mine. So we got the 35-7 victory. We got some weekly awards here. Justin Fields, 293, 2 passing touchdowns. Carried the ball 4 times, 74 rushing yards. Had a rushing touchdown, but he did have a fumble. So we're sitting here. We got 3 weeks left of the season, and we can send Roquan Smith into the 90s as he's now a 90 overall. It gets a good bit of upgrades, plus 1 across the board in man coverage, play rec, pursuit, strength, tackle, and zone coverage. So, we got the Carolina Panthers here in Week 15, trying to go ahead and improve to 9 wins on the season. And let's see if we can have that done. We do 27-24. We'll just go through here, and every time that there's upgrades, as long as we win, we'll just go ahead and we'll do them. We're not even worried about talking about them, as we're 9-5 going against the 9-5 New England Patriots here in Week 16. We suffer a 28-26 loss, and we got the Detroit Lions, who aren't having that good of a year. Really not expected to. We get a 13-12 victory there in Week 17, and we're in the playoffs. Did we win? We won the division 10-6, even though Green Bay was pretty much tied with us there. But like I said, we split the series with Green Bay, so whatever it was, maybe the division wins, whatever, we had enough to squeak in there to that number 4 seed, as we got the Saints as the number 1, Dallas number 2 against the Giants, the Rams against Washington, and us against Green Bay. And over in the AFC, we got the Browns as the number 1 seed. Who knows, maybe that loss that the Bills took to us was enough to drop them to that second. Not sure if they may have lost another one throughout the last couple of games, but they're taking on Miami. We got the Jaguars against the Patriots and the Broncos. Okay. The Broncos are taking on the the Cincinnati Bengals. So with that being said, before we get into that, we'll take a look here at the season-ending stats, as we were the 14th overall offense and the 7th overall defense. Justin Fields, had a fantastic year. 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, 11 interceptions on the year. David Montgomery, 950 and 7. Justin Fields, bringing up another 375 and 2 touchdowns. So, he's what? 377, 4,700 yards on the year. Allen Robinson, over 1,000, 8 touchdowns. Money Mooney, 9, 20 and 5. Anthony Miller with 9 and 10. I'm happy with that. And like I said, let's see. Jordan Mailata. He gave up 15 sacks. He's not getting upgraded. Like I said, if he would have had under 5, okay, I would have, moved him up there to a superstar, but unfortunately he's unable to do that. He doubled our total that we gave him defensively. Justin Flowe comes in 105 tackles, 11 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, no picks. Roquan Smith, 103 tackles, 4 TFLs, 2 sacks, and 2 interceptions. Interception-wise, Derek Stingley led the way with 4. So within his 2 years in the NFL, he has 9 picks. Sack-wise, Khalil Mack led the way, 12.5. Eddie Goldman, 5.5. Mario Edwards Jr. with 5. And Flowe, like I said already, 3.5. Which, these numbers here could easily, possibly, play him into Defensive Player of the Year. As, like I said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look here at the Green Bay Packers here in the wild card. As Kenny Clark, Devontae Adams, and Aaron Rodgers are their lone X Factors. Bakhtiari, Aaron Jones, Zadarius Smith. That's it. That are their superstars. We are a 4 overall, favorite. So let's get into this game and let's try to get this victory. So here we go. First quarter. We got a big first quarter drive. We need to do something. As we got the ball, we were unable to do anything. We need a big stop here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Green Bay's not stopping. They're down here. And defense needs to get a stop. Big third down. We were able to hold them to 3. Let's go. Third down alert for us. And we couldn't do anything with it. 10-0 Green Bay. We need to get into the end zone. We need an end zone, at least get a field goal, something. 10-3, let's go. Come on, defense. Defense needs to make some moves here as, Green Bay just gets another touchdown, 17-3. Can we get some sort? 17-10, but Green Bay's down there. Once again, we were able to get it to stop, and we're moving this ball. We are moving this ball. Kick the field goal. Oh, we got a touchdown, 24-17, Green Bay. I do not want to come into this. I don't want to come into this, but... I accidentally clicked the button, so let's go ahead. Let's run this ball. Run the ball. We can at least, no matter what, if we don't get it, we're at least in field goal range, but we're able to go ahead and get the fresh set of downs here. David Montgomery, 15 rushes, 41 yards, and we will continue with the sim as we tied this ball game up at 24s. Come on, 27-24 Green Bay. We need a big end of the game drive. Third down alert. Come on, field goal. We missed? Did we miss? Eddie, but we got the ball back. We're in the red zone. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. We're in the red zone. Come on, we got the touchdown. 31-27. Defense, make the stand. Oh, no. We gave it up. We got 36 seconds, but we're down here. We're in the red zone with 13 seconds to go. Can we come away with this victory? Can we do it? Third down. The curse of the Bears. This has to be a curse. We suffer the loss to Green Bay 34-31. So taking a look here at the Pro Bowl rosters, Justin Fields makes it quarterback 3. Just kind of going down through here, see if we have anybody else that was able to come in here and make their name in the Pro Bowl this season. As Khalil Mack is the next one, left outside linebacker 1. So far, not looking too good. Eddie, the man that kicks the field goal and misses, somehow makes the Pro Bowl kicker. Come on, EA. So taking a look here at the season-ending awards, Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah, I just butchered his last name. I did. Gets MVP. Justin Fields coming in there at number 3. NFC. Dak Prescott gets Offensive Player of the Year. Justin Fields right behind him. Defense Player of the Year goes to Isaiah Simmons. Just kind of curious, do we have anybody? Khalil Mack coming in there at number 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to DJ Ugalele. Be sure to check him out in the Tennessee Titans rebuild. We didn't really draft anybody on offense, so I'm not too worried about that there. And Justin Flowe, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Could we have the next Brian Urlacher? Marcus Stripling comes in there at number 6 as well. Best quarterback goes to Dak Prescott. Justin Fields coming in there at number 4. Running back goes to Zeke. Montgomery coming in there at number 10. Receiver goes to Cooper Kupp. Nope. Allen Robinson did not make it. D-line goes to Aaron Donald. Just making sure. Khalil Mack, best linebacker, obviously. Did Flowe make it? No, he did not. Best DB goes to James Bradbury, and Derek Stingley coming in there at number 3. So, taking a look here at the season recap, the Dallas Cowboys win their 6th Super Bowl, beating the Cincinnati Bengals 28-14. Dak Prescott gets your Super Bowl MVP, but yeah, especially after I almost just had that slip. Let's go ahead and end this video, which, as you see there on the screen, there are the socials. All the links are down below in the description. And make sure you hit that sub button if you're new. That way, every time I post new content, you're one of the first to know. And, like I said earlier, we're trying to go ahead and we're trying to hit 15 likes on the video. So make sure you go down there and hit that right now. But until episode 4, peace.